All right, good day, speed gaming, morning, afternoon, so for some of you evening. We have, after following that exciting Link to the Past matchup, we have a very exciting Super Metroid Any matchup. We have Zoast versus azder. My name is Tracy M. With me today is Polar Bear Bunny. How are you doing, Bunny?
I'm doing fine, Tracy. How are you?
I am great. Looking forward to this race. It's going to be a tough one for azder here because, Zoast, he is the world record holder, 40-46. Azder with a PB of 44-45, newly minted just a few days ago. But, we got to play the game, so things can happen, and we don't know.
Anything can happen in Super Metroid. Pretty volatile game, especially the 80% category, especially the new route, which I'm sure we will see from both the runners. So it should be a really good one, and they are off.
Yeah, and azder for sure will run regular new route unless something happens on Zost's side. That's his best chance. He needs to go fast and hope for Zoast to make a mistake. Zoast has been known to sometimes call what we call the Picard route, minted by Kip, where you actually do Kraid before Ridley in the new route setting. It's a little bit safer and just a tiny bit slower, and Zoast has been known to do that. So we'll see. All right, now we just get Series Station, same as always. Not much changes here. Just going to damage ourselves down because killing Ridley with 100 shots for absolutely no reason, that's slow.
Yeah, we'll look at how fast they can get out of here. Kind of a tricky part if you are speedrunning the game, actually. Quite technical with your movement, especially the last room with the wall jumps, but these runners will do great at it. I think he didn't quite get on the elevator, so it stopped him a little bit, but high 45 is still very good, and then a 46 for Zoast. Very awesome series times.
Okay, and as we head to the planet, you'll note interesting divergence pretty early. You'll note Zoast will use Moonfall to get down the shaft in just a second. azder, one of our last holdouts, still does not choose to use that moonwalk.
Yeah, it does save a couple seconds going down the climb shaft there, but can lose your time if you're not well versed in using it, especially in the Ridley fight. And this Ridley fight is already going to be pretty dangerous for a less experienced runner, so we don't need Moonwalk ruining it.
Well, even for experienced runners, because these two are definitely would not go under the category of less experienced.
All right.
I mean, between the two of them, it's probably a good 20 years of speedrunning this game. I don't know what the exact number is, but I know they were both around from some of the very early days within the last 10 years.
Yeah, their real ages might not be very old, but their Super Metroid age is very old.
Yeah. That was a weird little movement there from azder. Turning back just a little bit. He plays a lot of randomizer. I don't know if that was he just turned back a little bit by accident, or if a little bit of random muscle memory. Oh wait, I need this missile.
It is kind of a technique you can use to save a handful of frames, but I could be wrong about that.
Zoast doing wall jumps back up the climb. Azder will do the same.
It's funny how it's these very, very early rooms that have such precise movement in the speed run and very difficult to learn, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they're not rooms that a new player is likely going to die in. But to do them optimally, they're very, very difficult to do them get that optimal movement. And we're into the bomb Torizo fight, where we're going to want to be both runners at full health, which is good, because that's where we want to be, so that all these drops from the little orbs will all be missiles. It'll make the fight a lot faster.
I was sitting on that correct pixel, getting bomb Torizo to jump back immediately. The azder getting it as well.
Yeah, I like to see, and you see it on both runners, they don't quite pick up all the drops the first time, so that those missiles will still be sitting there after they fire the 5 they picked up. Zoe's coming out of there with 5 missiles, picking up those drops. Azder coming out with none.
Oh
So
no!
that could be problematic, because in this route, what you're going to do is you're going to missile these pirates. It's an indication that you are indeed going new route, because you don't want to take extra damage from the pirates, because you're going to do a Phantoon fight with Power Suit and 1 E-Tank.
Looks like he was choosing to kill the waivers to handle this.
Yeah, he's hoping to get the drop there. He's going to have to keep picking up drops, though, from these pirates. Fortunately, they'll give him missiles if they give him anything, because he has full health. But he is going to have to farm now. He's got 1 missile. Zoast only with 2, so they're both going to have to be at the little bit of the mercy of farming. Fortunately, Zila's in the next room that Zoast is about to get to are pretty high percentage missiles, and he's again got that full health. And getting that nice mock ball into the early supers. Azder will do the same.
Both getting not so lucky, but lucky, because it can happen where the Zilas don't drop anything.
Yeah, it can happen. Fortunately, without the threat of health, it just makes it a little less likely. The threat of health.
Ooh, spooky health.
Okay, we're going to pick up the missiles over here at charge, and then we'll pick up the charge beam. Head through the Green Hill Zone. And as expected, Zoe's heading up Red Tower.
Yep, no surprise. Not a rando, so no fun guessing game.
Yeah, and very nice movement going up there with the hero shot. That's a pretty difficult strat, especially when you don't have the wave beam that you would have in old route.
It really is. Made it slightly easier by using a charge shot. Azder just going with the regular pea shooter and gets it nicely as well.
Yep. Get our one and only power bomb pack up here.
And coming upon kind of one of the biggest obstacles in the new route, at least in the early new route, is crossing the moat. Either going to go for the CWJ, and if not in a position to get that, they'll do a bomb jump across.
Okay, let's see if zoast can get it. The jump looked good.
Yeah, he looks good for the CWJ.
Very nicely done.
Oh, very nice. He's
You see
happy
him
with
nodding.
that.
He's yeah. See, that's. I mean, I don't know if that's a lot of emotion, but he's definitely feeling good about that with that little bit of a head nod there. See if Asher can match him here. Again, the first part of the jump looks good. He looks a little nervous though. And he gets it too. Excellent.
For
A
two.
nice big smile on his face.
Oh,
I really like having the webcams. SpeedGaming, we should do this more often.
we really should. I'm happy.
Right, now time for the Phantoon fight itself. Both coming in with pretty decent energy for this route. It is very dangerous. Those flames will hit you for 60 apiece with no suit. Or is it 30? I'm messing up my numbers.
Oh, it's 40. 40.
40. Thank you, Bunny. That's why I have you. I said 60. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Alright, so it's finishing up Phantoon. A nice 2-round.
2-round, yeah.
That's really hard to do with Dopplers, too.
Asher gets a mid for his first pattern. And a slow.
Yeah, we should set up. He should be set up well for the 3-round. And Zoast picks up that last super missile pack that we're going to pick up for the run.
Oh, just missed that last one. I don't know. I don't know that you see it too often going for the air doppler for the last hit, but at least not a slow for the last round.
And one of the unfortunate parts about New Route is you don't have that speed booster to help you through the attic. Zo's doing a nice job of getting through that room with the ammo. And Zo's at full health right now, so looking really good for this room. He'll be able to take 3 hits from the spikes. These do 60 damage. That I know.
Yes.
So very safe here. Does only take 2 hits, which is what you want.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to just take 2 hits when you don't have high jump boots.
Yep. As you're also doing a nice job with that attic. And we pick up that all-important gravity suit.
And I like the deboost off the Ripper there. Only takes like 2 health and is, I think, the fastest way to get through that when you don't have speed booster. I mean, I assume it is if Zoast is doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or at least tied with something else.
Right.
It is an interesting contrast when you look at the 2 best any percent runners. Unfortunately, Behemoth not joining us in this tournament, but the only 2 players that have the sub 41 do a lot of stress differently. And most of them are like, well, they're either the same or just really, really close. Zoast falling into the same as eater there. That's never a good feeling. Those vile plumes are just nasty.
Yeah, you know, you make a mistake and then you have like 3 seconds to think about your mistake while the vile plume eats you.
Yeah, they don't do a ton of damage, but they do take away a ton of time. You know.
Exactly.
So we're gonna go ahead and pick up the Spazer Beam because Plasma, by the time it becomes available, it just doesn't save us enough time. So we pick this up instead.
Yep. As you know, in New Route, you're gonna go ahead and fight Ridley now, or maybe Kraid first and then Ridley, but you won't have
we'll
Plasma
see. I mean,
for Ridley.
This is the kind of the spot where Zoast is gonna judge: am I far enough ahead to do Kraid first, or am I just gonna go and do Ridley first? He's gonna open up the tube ahead of time because next time we're here, we're gonna go into Meridia.
I think the main reason it's done like that is kind of the flag for the tube breaking is over towards the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Kraid first.
Yep. And very nice entry, I'll add. That getting those 3 super blocks like that and being able to jump across like that is really cool.
Yeah, I love that.
So basically, the things that this does for Zoast, he can choose to pick up the Kraid E-Tank. We'll see whether he chooses to do that or not for extra safety. The other difference is he'll have the Varia suit. The Varia suit will add safety if he doesn't get a lava spark when he goes down to lower Norfair. Because to do the gravity jump, you have to take off the gravity suit, and you'll take more damage if you don't have that barrier suit on. Very nice quick kill from Zoast. Fully expect Azder to head down the elevator here. Yep. And we'll go ahead and grab that high jump E-Tank.
Then we'll grab high jump and ice beam, and then head on over to speed booster, and then on our way to Ridley.
Oh, we'll get wave beam.
Oh yeah, that guy too.
Okay, and so this does grab the extra Kraid energy tank.
Trying to think if this powerbomb situation is a bad situation for Azder at all.
He'll be fine because he'll be able to get the power bombs from the violas that are right before lower Norfair. He might want to farm a few extras.
Yeah, I think I'll have to farm before going down to lower Norfair, but before then, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so the thing that makes PKRD slower, and since it's been brought up in chat, there are 2 factors that make it slower, and it's probably I don't know the exact number, but it's probably maybe on the order of 30 seconds, depending on certain factors. So the first thing doing Ridley before Kraid does is it allows you to have the speed booster to get into Kraid. That's only a few seconds, but it is faster. The second thing it does, and this is a bigger deal, is when you get out of Kraid, you have mini Kraid, and mini Kraid does almost always drop supers. And so you basically, when you're coming out of Kraid, you get a nice free super refill. So the thing that Zoast is going to have to do that Azder will not have to do is he's going to have to farm a little bit to get those supers. And depending on how that farm goes, that's going to tell you about the exact amount of time that's lost. Okay, Zoast's going to get his ice beam. Azder going to go get his speed booster and wave beam over here. But yeah, to the person that said it was negligible, it is absolutely not negligible.
Yeah, a lot of times when you're comparing routes and strats, it's less about the time and more about what the actual route gives you, just like the mini crate example kind of thing. You're weighing that.
Okay, get that speed boost. We're gonna run on out of here.
Yeah, you can't trust the Metroid drops.
No,
they
you can't.
They cannot
No, you
be
can't.
trusted.
Yeah, the Metroid drops definitely kill runs. So, or lack thereof, Metroid drops. Okay, now we're gonna go get that wave beam. I still think this is the biggest sequence break of the game. People talk about the early supers and not having to fight Spore Spawn, but I always talk about this. The game intends you to go around the long way to get your speed booster, to go get your ice beam, to go up to get your power bombs, to go down to get your grapple beam, to come back here to get your wave beam, and we circumvent all that with some wall jumping.
Yeah, and wave beam, maybe some people don't know, actually the second most powerful beam in the game, behind plasma, of course.
Yep. And in fact, we're going to head down what I often call the Remembered Highway, because this is the route you never took in Old Route. You never see this area. And when New Route came about, it turned out to be faster to go down to Lower Norfair through this direction. Like, fun fact, this room here is a heated room if you come in it through it the right way. And it's not a heated room if you come in through it the wrong way. Okay, so yeah, Azure picks up. He's got 3 power bombs now, so he doesn't even. I don't think he shouldn't even have to bother farming. Yeah, he's gonna get a couple in Lower Norfair anyway, and there's a lot of places that drop power bombs. Good gravity jump.
Yeah, very nice. Basically, what you do there is you pause, you jump, you take off your gravity suit, unpause, and keep holding jump, and you'll continue your jump through lava or water.
Yeah, and the later you let go of, the later you jump into the pause, the higher you're going to go. So if you do it optimally, you're actually not even going to see the runner jump. Yeah, and
in this strat you'll see in Rando a lot too.
So keep in mind, Azure does not have a hefty lead here. Zoast has already done Kraid. Azure has not done Kraid, so it's a lot. It's actually pretty close. Zoast probably in the lead at the moment. It's like he's going for the lava spark and gets it. Nice. Looks like Azure reset the worst room in the game to. Oh.
Yeah, he didn't get the setup the second time either.
Didn't like the setup he had.
He's gonna have to reset again.
Yeah.
He did.
63 health. This is gonna get dangerous.
Yeah, he can only take one hit.
But if you do it right, you're not taking any hits. So.
Exactly. That's what you want right there. Not that though.
Okay. I like his choice to just shoot the pirate there rather than try and do the jump morph all for him. Because it's not hard to do that, but if you miss, then that's a death. Let's see if Azure decides to do anything different here. He could choose to pick up the Fire Fleet E-Tank. So it's also having a little bit of trouble with worst room in the game, but not quite as much. Yeah. Is going to get that Fire Fleet E-Tank. I like this decision. Gives you extra safety. You don't want to die here.
Yeah, Zoast could at least rely on having that Kraid E-Tank already to help him out.
So now essentially Zoast basically a Kraid ahead.
We'll have to watch for too how good the drops are from the metal pirates. having full supers going into Ridley can save you a good chunk of time. And azder is pretty low. In fact, he'll only have 2 going into the Metal Pirates, but that'll a speed kill.
Yeah, the Metal Pirates like to drop supers, but, you know, it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, they drop a good amount. Not quite like Mini Kraid or something, though. They do tend to drop a lot of health. Oh, he got 4 there. Nice.
So this looks like he did a little bit extra farming to get a few extra supers. Gonna start out with some X factors here. One of our special beam attacks, the one most commonly used. Gets a second one. Gets a third one. He's gonna go for the fourth one. No, he's gonna go for 3. I've seen Zoast get 4 X factors in a Ridley fight. It's pretty cool when that happens.
So with this beam combo, it would normally take 60 shots, and then you add in your ammo damage to subtract from that, I guess. So I guess you're not adding it in, you're subtracting it.
And Zoast finishes up that Ridley fight. Very nicely done.
Nice.
As you're going to switch over to the ammo. A good time to do that is when Ridley's in that nice pogo position in that spot on the left. Looks like he's got Ridley down. Nice speedball out of the wasteland area for Zoast. Looks like azder's going to go ahead and pick up the Ridley E-Tank for extra safety. Now Zoast might not pick up any more E-Tanks. We'll see if he picks up the Botwoon one when he goes over towards Draygon. Does faceplant one of the key hunters there. Does have enough to get out. He should be good enough. He's good enough that he can dodge those key hunters in the next room, but you know, he can take 3 hits, which if you can take 3 hits, you're usually going to be okay.
Yep, they'll do 50 damage. More math.
To answer the questions in chat, yeah, Zoast has already killed Kraid, so it's a Kraid plus a half a lower Norfair. And he is taking some damage from those key hunters, but iframes are your friend, usually. And we get through them okay.
Yeah, I'd probably say about 3 minutes. But there's still a good chunk of obstacles ahead. Draygon is not a free fight, and obviously Tourian with the drop situation and Mother Brain also not a free fight. So
yeah, I mean, this being any percent, there's really nothing free in any percent.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the Kraid quick kill is the closest thing you have to free, and that just loses. For the most part, that's going to lose you time if you don't get it right. Not usually going to cost you a death, but yeah, there's nothing else free in here.
Yeah, I sure dodged the key hunters really well. I really like those strats. I wish I knew them.
And he gets out just fine. Alright, as we head into Meridia.
Oh, he doesn't have a power bomb.
Fortunately, you can get here through bombs, but it is definitely a time loss. He's going to need to get some power bombs before heading to Meridia. There are a few places where they are absolutely required, though.
Yeah, he can farm some in the Frog Speedway, luckily.
Yeah, also farming some supers here. And a little bit of health. A little surprised he did that. You can get these power bombs right here. He'll run back and grab them. Zoast making quick work of Botswoon.
If I'm Zoast here, I would get the Bottoon E-Tank, but we'll see what he chooses.
Yeah, there's no reason not to at this point. Very nice mock ball into it as well.
Very nice full halfie.
Yeah, it's such a cool strat when you make it.
Hey, Osh, you're gonna enter this Kraid fight here now. And then you see that when he leaves, he'll have full supers.
And Zoast's going to do the typical setup here. Going to start off with an X Factor combined with a speed booster with some Shine Sparks. One of the nice things about Draygon is since you're going to be using the speed booster here, the fact that you can't shoot while those X Factor particles are still there doesn't hurt you at all. Very nice kill. Looks like he got his spike suit.
Very swag.
He's just gonna get on out of here. Not worth time to pick up Space Jump.
It pains me to hear you say that.
I know, it's my favorite item, but you know, it's in new route we don't have time to get it.
And that blue suit allows you to just spark back across. Very nicely done.
Alright, so it's gonna head on out of Meridia and head over to Torian. Ammo looks good, so no need to stop at the ship for any sort of refill.
An Usher with really nice movement entering Meridia. Yeah, and when you don't have Kraid, that's pretty much your refill is those bugs. So low on health, but decent on ammo.
Yeah, ammo's a bigger concern in general here. The Metroids are going to give you drops for those refills. It's the supers, because you can't, once you get through the Metro rooms, you can't refill your supers, so you need to have enough to get through MB1.
Yep. Two round Bottoon for Azure. He got the kind of upward horizontal pattern that nobody likes, so kind of unlucky there.
Okay, while we figure out what's going on with Zoast's stream here, I'm going to go ahead and switch the audio over to Azder so we have some. And hopefully hopefully there's no issues here.
Azure did get the full halfie as well, so that's really nice. Azure with a really nice Draygon kill as well. Does have the blue suit. Didn't quite get the spike suit though, but that's okay. Or did he lose it there? I don't know.
Okay, there we go. We got zoast back. So we'll switch that audio back over.
Yeah, he did lose his blue suit, so he'll have to take the old-fashioned way. I guess it's not even the old-fashioned way, because he doesn't have grapple.
Alright, Zill's having real good ammo now. He picked up an extra missile somewhere. I'm not sure which missile that is, but 2510. This will not be a problem. And we're gonna hopefully see a baby skip here. Yeah, I guess the chat pointing out there's technically an extra 2 missiles, whereas those going for a actual PB, they'll typically only pick up 3 missile packs and skip the one before wave beam. But in races, I've never seen him skip that missile, so no surprise that he didn't skip it here. I just don't know which the other one he picked up was. Maybe the one over high jump. Maybe the high jump one. That's an often skipped one.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, goes for and gets that down back Zeb skip. That is so swag to see. I love the way that looks. I wish I could do it.
Yeah, same.
Chat confirming it was the high jump missiles he picked up. Okay, that makes sense. And this will be 60 shots. If he wanted to throw those missiles in, he could save 3 shots, but you typically don't see that. I'm not sure that actually saves time anyway. Azure, meanwhile, heading over to his Tourian. Having a very good run in its own right.
Yeah, for sure.
Just when you're facing off against the world record, it just holder. It's just such an uphill battle. Okay, there we see now the ketchup. That starts coming out when Mother Brain is just over 75% down. So that means 14 more shots, or maybe even less, depending on just how many shots those got in after between the time she got down to that damage and the actual ketchup coming out. And of course, those wants to damage them down below 301, or 301 to 400, just to make sure he doesn't get any of the extra cutscene. As you're heading into his Tourian, Super's not great.
No, not great at all.
He might do some grouping strats here. He's going to have to be cognizant of those super missiles. Okay, that looks a lot better. 17-7. That should get him. He should be okay now. But Metroid drops still can be an issue. Okay, 2010 going into third room, so he should be fine.
Alright, completely full. Very nice.
Azure going for his baby skip while Zo's going to get into Mother Brain 3.
Alright, nicely done. Mother Brain 3, pretty simple. Kind of standing in that position that Zoast is. I like kind of lining up with that pipe in the background to get good shots on her and get a good pattern going.
Yeah, we talked about nothing being free in this game, but Mother Brain 3 is close as you get.
Yeah. You could say he's out of the woods now, I think.
Just the escape to go. Alright, one last shine spark up the shaft.
Nails it.
Very nice movement through the parlor on out. And Zos will finish up with an official race time of 42:03, which is really good. In case you don't know, that is an amazing race time, especially considering that he went ahead and did Kraid before Ridley. It's just absolutely amazing. There's very few people that can compete with that.
Yeah, GG to Zoast.
And we'll watch Azder finish this up. We won't have time for interviews. We do have coming right at the conclusion of this, we do have another Super Metroid race. In this case, we're going to have a randomizer between Sloaters and MM2 Nest Cartridge. So definitely you want to stay tuned for that.
That'll be a fun one. Azure with the nice dodge there of the onion rings and the ketchup kind of simultaneously. I liked that. That was pretty impressive. How low is the percent, Rumble?
You want us to take about 4 or 5 hours on Ridley and Mother Brain? Rumble?
Yeah, if there's somehow a 5-hour time block with nothing scheduled.
We'll do it. No, we won't. I'm lying. We won't do it. I'll do RBO before I do low percent ice. And actually, to be fair, I might actually do RBO at some point, but
I attempted 1 low percent ice in my life, and I could barely get to Ridley without dying, so...
my biggest issue, honestly, is my hand legit hurts when I do charge shots on Ridley for that long, and that's 200 shots, so...
That is true.
Alright, Azure in Mother Brain 3.
Lined up nicely as well.
And he's set for the escape.
he have his mic on, or am I hearing things?
Yeah, he's got his mic on. That is his controller.
I do love the controller sounds, I gotta say. Alright, GG to Azder.
With a 46-13, which is very good for a race. And actually, turns out we do have a little bit of time here. I don't know if we'll be able to get him in for interviews because I first told him we wouldn't, but hopefully we can get them in. Okay, Zoe says he's going to decline. We'll see if Azder will come in.
I think he says he will.
Yep, he says he will. Just gonna have to get him an invite here. Oh, looks like I didn't even have to do that. Oh wait, no, never mind. I heard some noises and they weren't the noises I thought they were. Okay, let's invite. Oh wait, was that wrong? Okay. Okay. We do have him waiting for us. There we go. Welcome, Azder. GG on your run.
Hey, thanks.
So my favorite moment, I loved the look on your face when you nailed the CWJ first try.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the parts in races that I get the most nervous for.
And that was really, really fun to see. We got double first try CWJs today, which is always nice to see. But yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of trouble in lower Norfair. I like that you chose to go ahead and grab that extra E-tank in Fireflies for that extra safety.
But yeah, that was that race was up until worst room in the game. I was doing really well for myself for a race. I usually get super nervous for this, and I like especially any percent because so many things can go wrong. And I wasn't as nervous as I usually was. It was going mostly fine, and I actually had a pretty decent Meridia for me.
Yeah. It was a very nice Meridia.
Yeah, I liked your Meridia a lot, especially like your Meridia entry is always so nice and clean.
That's because I don't do the hard strat for it.
You don't have to talk yourself down.
I timed out the harder stat for myself, like where you get a big running jump from the room to the right of the tube, and it's not faster for me.
Take the compliment. No, but I kind of wanted to ask, like, kind of what you think, like, going into a race, being, no offense, but being an underdog, kind of what's your mindset when you go into a race like that?
I just try and put on a good show and hope he dies or something. I was going to play for PB actually until worst room stuff happened.
Yep. Yeah, and I think worst room is worst room for a reason.
Like it's not hard if you get the initial part of the strat, right?
Yep.
But
Yep.
I keep doing this thing where it's like you have to run and jump and morph really quick to lay the PB at the top. And the thing that I often do when I have to do a jump and morph real quick is sometimes my hands will my arms will tense up and I won't let go of the button. It's like holding onto the controller being electrocuted kind of thing. And so when you don't let go of jump, you don't jump. So I just morph and I look dumb and I have to reset the room, which takes a long time. And that happens a lot more when I'm nervous there. So I've lost a lot of PvE paces to that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that surprising that it happened, but I was just mainly happy that I didn't die.
Yeah. Oh, well, glad you got through it. Always fun to see. Unfortunately, we are going to have to wrap this up pretty quickly, but you're in 4 other tournaments, so plenty of time to showcase yourself. In fact, I think you're being restreamed on Link to the Past tonight, and that'll be fun to watch. So.
Yeah, I didn't expect to make it very far in this one, but the other ones have a pretty good shot. But it was fun to give this one a shot, and
if you're gonna lose, you might as well lose to the best anyway. So.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to do it for us. I'd like to thank Azder and Zoast for racing for us today. I'd like to thank Polar Bear Bunny for joining me on commentary. If you are not already following these two, go ahead and give them a follow. They're both great watches. And we're going to turn it over to Super Metroid Randomizer, which should be really, really exciting. Sloaters versus MM2 Nest Cartridge. See y'all there.
Goodbye.